As chairman of the Micro and Small Enterprise Authority, there are a number of interventions we have done through the government. Micro and Small Enterprises is a government parastatal that came into being through an act of parliament in 2012. And our core mandate is really to offer support to the SME sector, key amongst which is to address policy issues that relate to the sector, and where necessary, link them up to markets internationally and locally, and also link them to possible financing options, because that's one of the crippling problems that SMEs face in their first 3 years. And then finally, once they've done their products, link them up to markets.
For Safaricom, we're coming into this from a very simple point of view. We recognize the fact that as we transform ourselves from being a telecommunication company to a technology company, in technology we need partnerships. That is what is going to help us grow. And so we see this as an opportunity to partner with like-minded people like Sandbox, who are looking at the SME environment and saying, how can they help? And ours is to enable people like Sandbox. Ours is to enable SMEs. Ours is to enable James and his team at the SME Authority to see how can we, from a digital perspective, help to make life easier for SMEs. SMEs have, I like to say, 5 key challenges. One, for the micro SME, how do I register and just become a legal entity? And so we're partnering with people like eCitizen to make life easy.
As ourselves in the last few years, this is our second event. Last year we had about 400 attendants. We are looking at a similar number this time round. And even as Sandbox in the last 2 years, during COVID, we've seen that the interventions that we put across have helped SMEs grow. So 90% of the people who've come through our doors in the last 2 years have actually seen their businesses grow and improve. And now the relationships that we are fostering with corporates, we've done something with, Kenya Airways last year on an innovation challenge with startups, and there's others coming with the corporate organizations that we are looking forward to just continue enhancing the SME conversation in the country. SMEs contribute to about 25% of our GDP, between 25 and 30. There are countries where that figure is up to like 50%, and I think I see us headed there. As Kenyan SMEs grow, scale, able to raise capital, I think some of the people we are showcasing here have raised up to $40 million. As that begins to happen more and more, we'll see our SMEs become much stronger players in the economy, where a lot more also formalized employment is happening amongst SMEs. And I see that as we continue to form these networks you've had between corporates, between government and SME players and the SMEs themselves, I see just a lot of like a boost. Because when you bring all those forces together, they create a much more robust ecosystem than when the SMEs are struggling by themselves. And we are able to see certain fast-tracked objectives. When you plug SMEs into corporates, you see some of them fast-track, from that credibility. They are able to get other clients, they're able to scale.